Next, we will edit the face mill operation again, and we're going to change the machine parameters to finalize the process. Okay, in version 10 we have a feed and spin calculator to help you to calculate the feed and RPM. So the number insert of our face mill now is 4. This is what we set just now, number 4. Okay, two value that is important for this calculation is the VC, the cutting speed. Let's put in 200. This you can check inside your cutter catalog. Okay, it depends on what kind of material that you cut, and the feed per tool also you can get it from your cutter catalog, and it also depends what type of cutter you use and what type of material you cut. So I'll put 0.4 for now, and it will calculate for me the RPM and the feed, and click save. So you update the value here. And next, I have an option to change my motions, the rapid motions. By default, it is Z00. Sometimes you need to change to max feed. Why? This is why here. Let's say now for, your cutter location is P1 and you want to move to P2. If you key in this value Z01, X 300, Y 200, 200, okay, with a feed rate 10. Of course, it will move in a straight line, the blue line, a straight line. But if you move by changing the Z01 to Z00, X 300, Y 200, what happens is when machine reach Z00, some machine will move the X and Y axis maximum at a maximum speed. That means by using a same speed, they will reach the two will reach the position of X 200 and Y 200 first. Then after that, Y will stop and X will continue for the other 100. So the motion is not straight, instead it is like a V shape or N shape. Yeah. If this is the incremental clear, if this is an incremental clear motions, a jumping motion, incremental clear, and you have a clamp over here, accident will happen. To solve these problems, this is the area that you can change all the Z00 to G1 with a feed rate of 15,000. Don't worry, if your machine cannot move by 15,000, it will not give you any alarms. Of course, you can reduce the feed if you want. Yeah. For me, I will use rapid for now because I'm using the absolute clear, and I am confident the clear is higher than all the zig and clamp. And for the plunge feed, this is a feed rate. You can control the feed rate of the plunge here, the plunging down here, this feed rate over here. Since we are plunging down into the air, not the material, so I can put 100% is okay. And this is for the side. If you have some side step for the bi-directions, yeah, this is you can control. Corner, you can control the corner feed rate. Okay, to how many percent. And the cutter compensations for face mill, normally we don't use it. Choose no, Z442 no. And for the coolant, yeah, if you want on the coolant, you just choose flat. M08 will output. If the M code is not correct, please contact us. We will change for you the post processor. And in the directions, you have options to clockwise, counterclockwise, and off. Of course, choose clockwise. Most of our tools using the clockwise directions, and then calculate. Right. and then I will finalize my facing operations by changing commands face mill operations, then okay. Okay, if you need to do some simulation, machining simulation, you can select this process and go to select machining simulations. And we have the standard. This is the new simulator in E10, and in the future the old one will be removed, but not in E10. In E10 we still have the legacy simulator, where if I simulator as what you have inside version 9 and version 8 and version 7, the old version. And choose the turbo mode and material remover and click OK, and the system will load the new simulator, and this is the new simulator. Okay, here under the new simulator you have a cutscene here. The cutscene allow you to set the accuracy of the stock. Okay, by default it's medium. So after you change it, you make sure you restart the stock. Yeah, and this is the speed bar. You can move it fast or slow. You can control the speed of the machine, and you can move by step single block, or you can go to the end. Okay, you can rotate the result to check. To rotate this model, same as inside Sigmatron, you use the control key with the mouse button. After finish, let's close the simulator. So if the simulations is okay, the next step that you do is you can always go and post process this process, select this process and select post process. Yeah, and from here you choose your post processor, your correct post processor. I'm going to use a demo now. Of course, for different machines you have different post processors. So for this training, I will use the demo post processor, and the main program number will sequencing yes or no. Let's change it to yes. Make sure you use a cap lock, yes, and certain start number 1 incremental by 1. Start routine, do you want a subprogram or not? I will say no for this, and I will keep the Z code under my working folder. There will be inside the D drive and the Sigmatron documents and my working folder. Make sure you select your own working folders and click OK. And do you want to rename the file G code name? Yes or no? You can change it to yes. I want to rename. Yeah, the G code file only, or all the file. You can rename the file. Maybe this is face mill. Yeah, and the extension maybe NC. Right, and show the output file and click OK. And this is the code for the face mill operations. Next, we are going to focus on the pocket. We already done the facing operations. Let's hide these operations. And first, let's go to CAD. And this face here, I'm going to move this edit move linear. This curve here does not belong to the Z0 layer, so I will use the XYZ and I'll move down minus 10 mm. Okay, move down minus 10 mm. So this face will be 10 mm lower than the pocket. The total pocket depth is 20 mm. Right. Next, I need to check some dimensions. Of course, you can use this measuring to check what radius to decide what cutter to use. Yeah. Another one is you can use a PMI tool. You go to Tool, PMI, on the PMI guide. Over here, you can actually put some dimensions, right? And this diameters and the diameters of this and this one also, right? And also this hole, right? Okay. Of course, you can also do a linear dimension if you want, and maybe dimension this point here so that I know what is the distance over here. 10. So I think we need to use a 10 mm tool for this operations. Okay. Let's go back to the NC, and now we're going to create another tool, another cutter, and this time click on this new cutters. This is a rough mill, for example, a diameter 10, flat mill also, magazine 2, diameter 10, cut length, we need 20, this 25, clear length 30, will be okay for this. 30 will be okay, and then number 2 tool and holder parameters on the holder. So I'm going to specify a holder here, put holder name HLD1, any command you want, and type holder you want. So I'm going to choose a square one and put you a value of, for example, maybe 50, and total height will be, let's say, also 60. Yeah. So this is my rough mill cutter, and click OK. And you can check also by selecting the cutter here. You can move this window aside, and you can check by using the option here. Let's say I'll use close to a screen, yeah, screen point, and go to top view, so you can check whether it's okay or not by clicking on this point here, right? You can compare whether 10 mm 2 is okay or not. This is okay, right? And this is okay. You can check like that, double confirm. Okay.